Most of us make money. We clock in, clock out, get a paycheck, maybe direct deposit hits on Friday. And then, somehow, it feels like that money disappears by Monday. Be honest with yourself for a second. Do you actually know where your money goes every month? Do you know how much you really spend on food, gas, subscriptions, Amazon impulse buys, and all those random charges on your bank statement? Do you know what your plan is for the next 5, 10, or 20 years? Or are you just hoping things work out somehow in the future? For millions of people in the US, the truth is uncomfortable. We know how to earn money, but nobody ever taught us how to manage it. Not in middle school, not in high school, not even in college. That's exactly why personal finance isn't just nice to know. It's a survival skill. And if you want to go beyond survival and actually build freedom, you need to understand the basics sooner rather than later. Today, we're going to slow it all down. No jargon, no confusing Wall Street talk. Just the practical habits that turn a normal income into long-term security. Welcome back to the channel. If you're here, it means you care about your future. Just subscribe to my channel, Freedom Fund Mastery. Also, do not forget to press the bell icon for timely notification of new updates. So let's rebuild your relationship with money from the ground up and set you on a path where your money finally starts working for you, instead of the other way around. Habit number 1, set clear financial goals. Think about this. If you got everything you wanted with money, what would that look like? For some people, success means having a high credit score, no collections, and never being late on a bill again. For others, it's paying off every dollar of debt, credit cards, student loans, car loans, and finally breathing again. Some people dream about retiring early, traveling a few times a year, or giving their kids a college education without drowning them in student loans. The point is, your definition of financial success is personal. But whatever it is, you need to spell it out. You don't accidentally wake up one day debt-free. You don't accidentally retire comfortably. You don't accidentally build a 6-figure investment portfolio. Those outcomes come from clear goals like, I want to pay off $10,000 of debt in 2 years. I want a $20,000 emergency fund. I want to invest $500 a month into my future. Your goals should be realistic and measurable. Not just, I want more money, but how much, by when, and why. When your goals are clear, every spending decision becomes easier. That takeout, that new gadget, that random impulse purchase. You'll automatically start asking, is this helping me get closer to my goal or pushing me further away? That simple awareness is where financial transformation begins. Habit number 2, start budgeting. Your money needs a map. Let's talk about the word most people hate, budgeting. A lot of people hear budget and think, no fun, no eating out, no life, just strict rules and misery. That's not what a good budget is. A good budget is just a plan for your money. It's you telling your dollars where to go instead of wondering where they went. Budgeting means tracking your income and your spending, so you know exactly what's happening every month. How much is going to rent or mortgage? How much to groceries? How much to subscriptions you forgot you even had? How much to debt payments? And how much, if any, is going to savings or investing? Once you see everything clearly, you can actually adjust. You might realize you're spending $300 a month on eating out, or $100 a month on streaming and apps you don't even use. That's not about guilt. It's about opportunity. If you decide to cut even a fraction of that and redirect it towards savings or debt payoff, you literally change your future, 1 month at a time. You don't have to do this by hand if that feels overwhelming. Apps like Mint, YNAB, you need a budget, and Personal Capital can connect to your accounts, categorize spending, and give you a big picture view. But whether you use an app, a spreadsheet, or just a notebook, the principle is the same. When you give your money a job, it stops disappearing in the background. Budgeting doesn't take away your freedom. It creates it. by making sure your money supports your goals, not your impulses. Habit number 3, build an emergency fund. If there's one financial habit that can instantly lower your stress, it's this: an emergency fund. Because emergencies don't ask permission. They don't show up when it's financially convenient, the car breaks down, your kid gets sick, your hours get cut at work, the rent goes up. Life throws something at you when you least expect it. When you have no cushion, one emergency can push you straight into credit card debt. And then interest starts eating you alive. That's why financial experts recommend building an emergency fund of about 3 to 6 months of living expenses. Now, that number might sound huge. If your monthly expenses are $2,000, that's $6,000 to $12,000. And if you're starting from zero, that can feel impossible. But here's the secret: you don't build it all at once. You build it in small chunks. Maybe your first target is $500, then $1,000, then 1 month of expenses, then 2. Every step makes you more resilient. Aim to save a percentage of your income, 10%, 15%, or 20% if you can. It might take months or even years to fully fund it, and that's perfectly fine. What matters is consistency, because one day something will happen, and when it does, that emergency fund will feel like a superpower. It won't solve every problem, but it will give you time, options, and peace of mind. Habit number 4, reduce debt intentionally. Debt is one of the biggest things holding people back financially, especially in the US, where credit is so easy to get. Credit cards, buy now, pay later, car loans, student loans. It's not hard to wake up one day and realize most of your paycheck is already spoken for before you even get it. But not all debt is equal. Some debt can help you build something, like a mortgage for a home that may appreciate, or a reasonable student loan that increases your earning potential. Other debt, like high-interest credit cards or personal loans for stuff that's already broken, lost, or outdated, that kind of debt just drains your future. The key is this: don't spend more than you earn, and when you do borrow, do it on purpose, not by accident. Make a list of all your debts, balances, interest rates, and minimum payments. Then decide on a payoff strategy. Some people like the debt snowball, paying off the smallest balances first for quick wins. Others prefer the debt avalanche, tackling the highest interest rate first to save money over time. There's no wrong answer if you're staying consistent. What matters is that you're not ignoring your debt anymore. You're attacking it. Payment by payment, month after month, you're buying your freedom back. If it doesn't build wealth, protect you, or increase your earning power, be very cautious about taking on debt for it, because those monthly payments can quietly steal years of your life. Habit number 5, learn the basics of investing. Once you've started controlling your spending, building an emergency fund, and managing your debt, there's one more game-changing habit: investing. Investing is how you turn your money into an employee that works 24/7. It's what allows $100 today to potentially grow into $200, $500, or more over time. But here's the reality: investing is not gambling. It's not throwing money at random hot tips or hype you saw on social media. Every investment has risk. Stocks, bonds, real estate, index funds, crypto, all of it. That's why before you put a single dollar into anything, you need to understand what it is, how it makes money, and what could make it lose money. A big part of this is knowing your risk tolerance. Are you the type of person who can watch the market drop 20% and stay calm, thinking long-term? Or do you panic when your balance goes down even a little? Neither reaction makes you good or bad with money. It just tells you what kind of investments fit you best. For many people, broad, diversified investments like index funds are a simple starting point. You're not trying to outsmart Wall Street. You're just letting your money grow with the overall market over time. And if this all feels intimidating, that's normal. A lot of people work with financial advisors or use robo-advisors and simple automated platforms to help them invest consistently without overthinking every move. The golden rule is simple. Never invest in something you don't understand. Take the time to learn. Your future self will thank you. Habit number 6, use credit cards wisely. Let's talk about credit cards, one of the most useful and dangerous tools in modern personal finance. On the positive side, credit cards can help you build a strong credit history, protect you from fraud, make it easier to track your spending, and even earn rewards like cashback, travel points, or discounts. On the negative side, if you treat them like free money, they can trap you in high-interest debt. That's very hard to escape. The key is to treat your credit card like a payment tool, not like extra income. Ideally, you pay your full balance every month. If that's not possible yet, make it a goal to at least keep your utilization low, meaning don't use more than about 30% of your available credit. For example, if your total limit is $3,000, try to keep your balance below $900. Why does this matter? Because your credit utilization and payment history are major factors in your credit score. And your credit score affects everything from loan approvals to interest rates, apartment applications, and sometimes even job opportunities. Never max out your cards just because you can. And never ignore your due dates. Late payments can damage your score for years. If you know deep down that credit cards tempt you to overspend, it's not a failure to cut them up and switch to a debit card. In fact, that might be one of the smartest money moves you ever make. Remember, the goal isn't to impress anyone with what's in your wallet. The goal is to build a life where money is your ally, not your enemy. Habit number 7, plan for your family's future. Money isn't just about you. At some point, it's also about the people who depend on you. Your partner, your kids, your parents, or other loved ones. We all know one thing for certain. One day, our time will be up. We don't get to choose when, but we do get to choose how prepared our families are when it happens. That's where planning comes in. Creating a will ensures your assets, your home, your accounts, your belongings, go where you want them to go, not wherever the default legal system decides. Depending on your situation, you might also consider setting up a trust, which can help protect your assets and make things smoother for the people you leave behind. Insurance is another huge part of family planning. Life insurance to provide for your loved ones if you're gone, health insurance to reduce medical bill disasters, car and home insurance to protect your biggest assets, and possibly disability or long-term care coverage as you get older. This stuff isn't fun to think about, but ignoring it doesn't make it go away. Review your coverage every few years, and especially after major life events, like marriage, kids, buying a home, or changing jobs. Taking care of this now is one of the biggest acts of love you can give your family. Habit number 8, remember to enjoy life too. Here's something people don't talk about enough. Personal finance is a marathon, not a sprint. You'll be managing money for your entire adult life. If your strategy is no fun ever until I'm rich, you'll burn out, get frustrated, and probably give up on your goals. That's why it's important to schedule small rewards along the way. Maybe it's a simple weekend getaway. Maybe it's dinner at a place you really love. Maybe it's buying something you've wanted for a long time after you've planned for it. These moments remind you why you're doing all this work. They give you a taste of the freedom you're building. Another key part of enjoying life is knowing when to get help. Could you do your taxes by yourself? Maybe. Could you research every single investment option on your own? Possibly. But that doesn't mean you have to. Sometimes paying a professional, a certified public accountant, a financial planner, or a reputable advisor can save you time, stress, and potentially expensive mistakes. You don't need to do everything alone to be good with money. In fact, using the right tools and help is often the smartest financial move you can make. The real power, financial literacy. At the end of the day, everything we've talked about comes down to one skill: financial literacy. Financial literacy is having the knowledge, tools, and confidence to make smart decisions with your money. It's understanding how interest works, how credit scores work, how debt can trap you, and how to escape it, how investing grows your wealth, how to protect yourself from financial emergencies. The tough part: most schools don't teach this. So if you're learning this as an adult, you're not behind. You're just finally getting the education you should have had years ago. The good news is, every bit of knowledge you gain can have a real impact on your life. When you learn how money works, you stop feeling powerless. You stop living paycheck to paycheck by default. You start making intentional choices. And little by little, month by month, you move closer to financial stability, then security, and eventually, true freedom. Not freedom because you won the lottery. Freedom because you built it yourself, one decision at a time. If this video helped you see money a little differently, do yourself a favor. Don't let it end here. Hit like so this video reaches more people who are tired of being stressed about money. Share it with a friend or family member who you know could use a reset with their finances too. And if you're serious about changing your future, tap that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We'll keep breaking down money in simple, real-world terms so you can keep leveling up, one video at a time. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.